For most of my teenage and adult life, I've never lived in a place for longer than 2 years. My life was just a series of internships followed by studying, packing up a suitcase and jumping to the next accommodation. I didn't buy much furniture and I accumulated as little as possible. And even if I wanted to, as a student, I had no money to buy stuff. And when I did eventually start working and had a bit of money, my room in London didn't exactly fit much. So, packing up my life into a couple of suitcases and moving around was my norm. This changed when I moved to Munich. Leon and I rented a nice apartment together, which we slowly but surely turned into a home. We bought furniture, we painted the walls, we hung up picture frames, and we even added another living, breathing creature to our household. #adulting, #responsibilities. All this helped me feel a bit more settled and rested, but it also created a very first world problem. We now had so much stuff. In this video, I'm going to share 7 tips that might help you with moving that I wish I knew before we made the move. So tip number 1 is to rent a really large van. We didn't have to drive very far to get to our new apartment, so actually we didn't rent a van. We borrowed a couple of friends' cars and just did a few repeat trips. But in hindsight, I think it would have been much faster and much easier, more time efficient just to hire one large vehicle that you can dump everything into all at once. Tip number 2, get a lot of cardboard boxes. Really, like, more than you think you need. Because when all of your items are neatly stored away in your cupboards, in your drawers, you can really underestimate the amount of belonging you have. As I started to take everything out of storage, books, pictures, clothes, scarves, bags, shoes I forgot I had, they all started to pile up, and I was so grateful that I had all of these cardboard boxes that I can just dump things into. Because if you're already quite stressed about packing, you don't want the additional worry of trying to fit all of your pieces together into a small box like a jigsaw puzzle. You're not playing Tetris with your belongings, you're just trying to move and make the process as smooth and easy as possible. Tip number 3, make sure the cardboard boxes you get are good quality. I know it's really tempting to go to the supermarket, get boxes for free, but the last thing you want when you're moving is for the boxes in your hand to fall apart and for your items to just fall out onto the floor, onto the staircase, rolling all the way down. In the end, the cost of it is so worth it. Number 4, this might seem like it's really annoying and bitty work in the beginning, but you will thank yourself for it afterwards. So when you're taking apart your furniture, make sure to photograph the process so you can remember how to fit it back together again. And if you take apart any nuts and screws and bolts, put them all into one place in an envelope or a plastic bag and attach it to the furniture parts. This way you don't lose any of these essential screws when you want to put them together again. Tip number 5, give yourself plenty of time to already filter through your belongings before. In your new place, it's stressful enough already to unpack and organize everything. You don't really in the beginning have the mental energy to slowly go through all your belongings and think, does this one spark joy? Should I keep it or not keep it? So just be more aggressive with the items that you want to throw away, because in the end, it's a lot of effort to pack it, move it, unpack it, and throw it away again. Tip number 6, don't just blindly discard all your items. Some of them can be sold for money. You'd be really surprised at what other people need that you don't think are necessary. And there are tons of free ways to advertise your things. For example, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. In Germany, people also leave unwanted belongings in a box on the side of the road with a sign saying, for free, please take. So that's a great way to give your unwanted items a new home. And lastly, packing and moving is so much more enjoyable when you can play some good music and get people to come and help you. I am so grateful for all the people that gave up time on their weekend to help us pack and move. You know who you are. Thank you so much. And that's it for my video this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit this notification bell button so you get notified when I post a new video. Until next week, bye!